Alright. Green light like normal. Now. Is it alive yet? That's always question number one that, as always, must be answered first before anything else happens. And I believe I am live. Hello there, YouTube. Daedric Diamond here. And welcome to another episode of Splatoon 3. Now, originally, I was sort of in the great debate of what to do. Mainly because there are some channel announcements, or rather future plans, I'd like to discuss first, before I kind of just delve into game. Now, the reason I haven't really been streaming so much, aside from just simply taking a break, is also because at some point I will be getting a new PC built. So I've been wanting to avoid anything major, because I'd hate to just start something and then just suddenly stop, though, ironically enough, I've done just that. Otherwise, aside from that, I am very well aware that there is another Splatfest upcoming. And while I thought being able to choose was the thing yet, I'll at least say this in that regard. I already have my team in mind. That's right, I'm actually got a team. Normally I would allow for the vote in that regard, but this upcoming Splatfest, I've already decided which team I want to join. Otherwise, aside from that, it's gonna be kind of a change-up from the usual scheduling once I have the new PC. I mean, again, I'm sorry if I haven't been as active. I know I tend to be pretty streaming active, but it's kind of been between taking a break and being antsy for the new PC, and not wanting to delve into anything too... just not wanting to go into anything too deeply. In case I might have to start over on some games. Now, Pokemon will be finished. That is going to be something I plan on finishing up the upcoming few days. I feel like I'm at the end of that game, and I'm gonna definitely plan to beat that. Otherwise, I think aside from that, there's going to be some changes to the schedule. Definite changes to the schedule. Oh. Ow, ow. Oh no. Don't mind me. Oh. Well. Yep. RIP. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. There are going to be changes up to how things are done. I'll try to, at the very least, get Pokemon done. And then once I get that done, I'm thinking Digimon will take that spot, and then... well, some newer games will be planned. And if all goes well, at least for one of those plans, is going to be Sons of the Forest. I know I've been playing the regular Forest, but I have been wanting to do Sons of the Forest for some time. Just the problem is I don't have a good enough build of a PC currently. Ow, yes, I know you're throwing bubbles at me. Okay, these Joy-Cons are just... they're a no-no. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, that is one game that has been planned. There are two others being planned. One series I started and just stopped because, well, if I remember telling Lemon this, it's I want a better PC before I even think to continue that. And another one I'll leave in surprise. So two new series I'm planning to do. Well, you know two. The third one, I will leave shrouded in mystery. Wow, did I really just win? Nope. Sorry, that's going. Sorry, mate. I'll just knock you from there. Remind me, I'll just... You know, it's all good. You know what, mate? Come here. Join me in a good game! Oh, well. I don't know who that was, but, well, rip. Well, yeah, as I was saying, summed up, I got a whole new set of games lined up. I do plan on completing Pokemon, hopefully before the new build is ready. Fatal Frame will be continued. And for any other projects I might have been working on, or game series I've been working on, I know I call them projects, but you get the general gist. Those will be finished at some point. But otherwise, aside from that, I sincerely apologize if I haven't been as active. I'm kinda hoping to remedy that a bit. But if at the very least, I'll definitely get Pokemon done, and I'll definitely do Splatfest as always. Everything else is kind of up in the air at the moment. Alright, here we go. Otherwise, anything else that comes to mind? No, I call this a chill and chat. Oh, speaking of that, that is something I'm gonna try and make a thing again. I know I stopped doing it after a while, but I am gonna try and make chill and chat a thing again. This is not a good map. Whoa. I was gonna do that. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I think I am gonna try and make chill and chat a thing, and I'm gonna maybe, hopefully, potentially get some different folks on. At least try. If not, the alternative, what I'll end up doing, is maybe I'll do a recording or something where I just review indie games. Because I know that's something I used to do on this channel. Well, I don't want to say review, but just play them and maybe go over what's good and what's bad. Jeezums! Every time I come this way, you're just right there and then. I'm almost wondering if you're just You know what? Let's put that to the test. I'm legit curious now. Yes, this toasty person is clearly guarding that spot. I have not been able to advance an inch. Alright. That's gonna be my one objective. I can tell this is gonna be one of those matches, but, you know, it's probably on me for not playing Splatoon in so long. Alright. Where are you, Toasty? You know, I don't have any words. I lost them. I can tell this is going to be one of those matches where you can't really do much. And it doesn't help I'm using Joy-Cons that Joy-Con drift. But, oh well, I haven't played Splatoon in a long while. And I keep forgetting that's a thing. Oh, I can shoot those? I didn't know. I am not going to... You know, I was gonna let things slide. Maybe consider room cycling, even. Now, I'm a little annoyed. Alright, you know what? I gotta do this. Come here. I need the good Joy-Cons. The ones that will not drift on me every 5 seconds. Come on. Ugh, come on, really? Okay, I bet I know. Can I? Did not mean to do that. That was close. Alright, well anyway, that's done. Battle time. I guess I can't get even with a piece of toast. Surprisingly, only one player looks familiar. Oh, jeez, but where was I? Gosh, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, mate. I know there was a bucket user similar to you the last match, so... if it wasn't you the previous match, I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? You know, suddenly whoever has the name of You're Annoying, I actually kind of agree. I can say there's definitely annoyances. You know what? At least I got 2 splats. Granted, on the same person, but at least it's not been completely one-sided. And again, it's probably my own fault, because I've been meaning to get back into this game, and I haven't touched it in a long, long while. Alright, anyway. Wow, what is with this map? I actually kinda hate it, not gonna lie. I mean, at least this time I'm getting splats, but geez, I hate this map. It really is the worst. Wow, this map's like... it's frustration. I mean, if this is supposed to be like the spiritual successor to Moray Towers, because it kind of feels like it, but it's not at the same time. I can see the usual aggressive tactics are not working me this time, so I'm just gonna have to roll with something completely different. Alright, what's going on here? Oh. I'll just go here. Hello, hello? Ah, well, rip. Actually, let's go ahead, change rooms. Before I do. Alright. See if anyone server-wise joins. Not. Oh well.
Oh. You asked for a chillin' chat, so...
I did. I mean, all I pretty much mentioned was plans.
Yeah. Good
Chat.
fell asleep, so I'm gonna move him to the thing.
Ah, that explains it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna change gears. And then I'm just gonna do is pretty much...
quiet for like a good 15 minutes.
Oof.
Yeah, no, he's been quiet ever since Doug left.
Ah.
So he's sleepy.
Well, I'm streaming. I mainly more wanted to do, I mainly more wanted to discuss plans.
To be fair, I need to do some videos and redo some stuff on my channel as well.
Well, I only haven't been putting anything out, because like I mentioned beginning of the stream, I have a new PC essentially going to be built, so I wanted to avoid anything for now, only to just... Because you know how it can go when you build a new PC and then you have to start over from scratch on a few things.
Yeah.
But I am going to finish up Pokemon. That is planned, by the way. But yeah, didn't we have something? I mean, we did Fear 3, but I felt like there was something else we were doing.
We did, and that was me getting you into the video game Armed and Dangerous.
Right. That I am gonna need to plan out.
Yup.
Find me. Ah, someone's trying to booyah ball me. Oh, well, rip. Guess that's my fault for trying to break on through.
I also need to... I was going to do a series on Borderlands 3, but I can't play it for the life of me. It's like
That's...
time frozen.
That's explaining a few things. I know Lemon and I started a series on that, and we've only picked it up a few times. Yeah.
So, and like you're probably thinking like why didn't like you want to pop up? That's the reason why. It plays and everything, you know, like you would expect, but then as soon as like you get into the world, its frames are so broken that I put all the settings to the lowest and it's still broken. And that's saying something because I have 6 frames per second and I'm usually fine with that. But no, it's 2 frames per minute.
Ouch.
Yeah, no. Even I can't handle that. I can handle 6 frames per minute.
Okay.
That's fine.
But before you go any further, I need to get this out there. How in the hell? I didn't even see that laser hit. That frickin' E-litter somehow hit me without the laser. Okay, complaint done. Continue.
Yeah, but, that was just, you know, like, I have to find a way to get, like, a better RAM system so that way I can play that game, because that's a good game to play. I was playing my character of choice that I got from a long time ago demo that I played of that, and that was the guy, the Beastmaster. I play as the Beastmaster. On that game. Yeah.
The Beastmaster. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember. Borderlands 2. You mean the Gunzerk? I fell to my death.
What'd you say?
The Gunzerker, but then I proceeded to fall because I was trying to jump out of the way, and jumping out of the way resulted in me falling off the map. Not planned. It was just one of those accidental moments. cover the area. Wow, that was the worst covering area. I would be surprised if I won. I think that's theirs. Yep, called it. Anyways, sudden freaking out done now that I've lost the match. You play the Gunzerker, right?
No,
Oh,
Beastmaster.
Beast? There is?
Yeah, the third game, man, Beastmaster.
Oh, the third game! I thought we were talking the second game. Crap.
No, smack.
Yeah, sorry, my brain derped. At least that match was close. Well, to be fair in my defense, I was at the time thinking, oh geez, I better get out of the way before someone just pretty much splats me. But yeah, the third game. I have never played the third game. I've only played the first and the second one.
Yeah, no, the second game runs fine. The third one does not.
So you were wanting to do the series on the third game. Gotcha. I'm sorry.
I want to, but like I can't physically because of the game.
Frog.exe and Frog.wave. Interesting names. Sorry, just sometimes some people, what they name their character in Splatoon, I get a laugh at it sometimes.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'll run into Bloop. Oh no. Speaking of, how's he been?
Who? What'd you say?
Bloopin.
Logan's been doing fine. He's in Valheim right now.
Yeah, I did see that earlier. That is probably another series I probably should start at some point. Nope. Coming on through. I can tell they really want to hit me. Don't mind me. I, the ninja, I'm just gonna, you know, hammer away. They do not like me. And again, I am kind of being a headache at the moment. Oh no, I'm about to run out of ink! It's the worst. Nope, I'm running. Goodbye.
What?
I tried to do that clever thing where someone's gonna jump down, but before they jump down, I pretty much just sneak away. If anything, I'm kind of more just being a headache to the enemy team, since I can't really do much effectively. And I'm guessing it's paying off, because, well, I managed to keep them in their base the whole time. Whoever put up that splash wall, good job. That was a good use of a splash wall. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go back to being a headache again. Or I'll just die. You know, no big deal. Death happens in this game. I'm assuming the frog team must have done this.
The frog.
The frogs. The frogs. They've gone above and beyond. There, just take two. But yeah, I guess something to consider for the future. Just
Also,
gotta
I
get that
recommend some
RAM.
of the other games that I recommended to you. I've recommended you a few games.
I got a whole bunch
And
of
since they're cheap,
recommendations I gotta do.
yeah, no, you get recommendations almost all the time, but like,
I know. Timing is everything, and then timing is gonna be even more difficult with the warmer weather kicking in,
I'm
because...
going to I'm going to get you the Grim Eclipse because that's one of my favorite games. But I want you to try and check out Republic Commando, since you like Star Wars so much.
Honestly, I've even been debating about maybe doing a run-through of the Old Republic. Because I've actually
Hell, I
really
might
been...
even get Galactic Battlegrounds. That's also good too.
It is a good game. Granted, it's kind of hard, but it is fun.
I also recommended Hi-Fi Rush because that was very popular at the time I recommended it. And it was cheap. Still cheap.
Oh no, bow guy. Look, Mr. Bowman. Okay, forget it, Mr. Bow Guy. Never mind, I've been taken out by Mr. Smith and Wesson, assuming that's what the S and the W means. Though I know S and
Yeah, I'm
W
at
can
the
mean...
part of your recommendation list where you gotten them all done. I'm at the very top right now, and I'm checking out. So you got Metal Gear, Pokemon Nuzlocke, or something like close to it. So you got Pokemon. We already finished the Gear series. Super Mecha. I can't believe you still have that listed. We
Super
should definitely
Mecha?
do that at one point. Yeah, it was one of the other games I recommended you, including Let It Die. It's at the very top.
Wow.
And then, yeah, there was 3 games I recommended you at the time, and that was Fear, Super Mecha, and Let It Die. What's funny is Super Mecha is one of those games where it's just full-on Royale player versus player game. But it's really complicated because it has so many mechs to mess with, and each one of them have a different fighting style. You have to earn certain mechs though, but through trial and error you can get them all pretty quickly. Your main goal though is to like become the top player and kill everybody. It's actually kind of hard though because there's
Oh,
a total
surprise on that.
400 to 500 players, which is a lot.
Oh, got that guy. I was almost afraid I was gonna miss. Because that hammer... I may have gotten taken down when I took you with me. Alright, anyway. But yeah. So another game that's similar to Let It Die, it sounds like, but just with mechs.
Yeah, Let It Die is its own kind of category where you have a goal. Why is it Super Mecha? Your goal is just to kill all the players. While as in Let It Die, you don't have to kill anybody. Your actual goal is just get to the top. They have interesting goals. But what's awesome about Let It Die is it's a lot harder, more deepness, more complicated because each fighting style with Let It Die is different.
At least they don't prioritize the fighting. Are you kidding me? How did that even get me? I was at least a good chunk of miles away. Ugh, this game sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, fun, but it can be bullshit at times too.
It's a wonder why you keep going back to it.
It's frustrating, but it's fun enough. It's similar to another game, though I guess it would be an unfair similarity, but I'll put it to you this way. It's kind of like Silver Surfer on the NES. It's frustrating, but you can always go back to it, because it's just like, you know, I got this. And then you proceed to advance a little bit further, whereas with Splatoon, at least you learn from each battle, only to fail at something new. Then again, it probably isn't helping that I'm out of practice, because I've been meaning to get back I've been meaning to get back into this game for quite a long while now, but every time I have decided to try and do this, I always end up doing something completely different instead.
Yeah.
Probably isn't also helping to the fact that the only time I really seem to play is when there's an event. And then, of course, it would also be nice to have friends.
What we call an event junkie.
I know. I want to get back to just regularly enjoying the
game.
Yeah.
How about this? Stop doing events every time a new event pops up. You don't have to do it.
I know, but
you know, every single like top player or close to it or really good players are going to be there, and worrying about frustration and stuff like that's not going to help you.
I can, but then at the other time, I do like Splatoon enough to go through that frustration. It's like I still need to do the After Alterna story. At some point, I do plan on doing that too, but I've been putting that off because I've been wanting at least a whole day to dedicate to that, because I'm getting the feeling it's going to be one of those levels where I'm going to need like the whole day to accomplish it.
Honestly, I said to Duggo earlier that if I had a fighting game that we could all play, I would play it. And then my brain remembered something. There's a fighting game that's free to play, and I forgot what it was. You know how stupid that is? Like, there's a fighting game that I know, but I forgot the name of it. And I remember the game because I know the demo, play the demo, and get all sorts of cool characters, but my brain's forgetful. So my brain's gonna have to constant search for it. But I want, I mentioned that, and he was like, "Hey, you know what? I'll host a tournament if we find a game like that." I'll be like, "Oh yeah," and that would be cool. Like, host a tournament for all of us fighting each other and see who's the best fighter. I'm a good fighter for fighting games. That's bad, eh? I could just imagine all of us having a free-for-all in a fighting arena and just like a few of us getting to the top or something.
Until the usual tactics are not working. I have no idea why, but oh well.
Maybe because they have the same tactics?
It's probably just because of the way the maps are designed. Again, like I said, I don't regularly play this like I used to. Like, back in 2, geez, I used to be pretty darn good. And since moving on to 3, it's been nothing but annoyance and frustration part of the time. And I know you say it's a wonder that I go back to it, but then it's just like, a part of me is just like, I need to get good again. Of course, the issue is just being I don't have the kind of time I used to have. And of course, as I was gonna say earlier before I got sidetracked, that it doesn't exactly help I don't have friends who really play this game as much. Actually, I think
apparently a lot of fighting games are on
But speaking of fighting games, I know there was one that Lemon recommended that actually looks very fun. It's just, the problem I've had with it is I just haven't really put time into that either. And that was Rivals of Aether, if I recall.
I haven't heard of that one. I'm trying to find the fighting game.
If you've seen Smash Bros, it's pretty much that idea.
I've played Smash Bros. I've I was a Samus main, but my favorite game, kind of like Smash Bros, is a. Hold on, I have it on my list somewhere. It's dumb, but I have it on my list.
Are you kidding me?
Prize?
Well, that's my advantage now lost.
I'm casually trying to find a game that I can't remember the name of. I know the characters and the stuff because I fought that game a lot. I'm not the best player in that game at all, by all means, but I'm pretty good.
There.
I found a diamond for 15 minutes because. Oh, jeez. What is this game?
Wait for them.
Brawlhalla is a style free to play fighting game that I played a bunch of, which is just
Yeah,
like
no, I have heard of it, but it just, I don't know, it just never piqued my interest. But I have heard of it.
Yeah, it's very similar to Smash Bros. Go with like their own style of characters, which I don't mind. I actually kind of like the game. Pretty good. I haven't played it much because I haven't had anybody play with it, so I just deleted it. It's still on my Steam list though.
So pretty much like me with Splatoon, where I don't really have anyone I have to play with, so...
Yeah, so it's really hard to play it.
There we go. People forget about rollers is running over opponents is still a good option here. Oh! Well, I got snuck up on.
I know you like anime stuff, and there's an anime fighting game you could check out, and it's called Senran Kagura. Which, okay, I remember the game now. It's called Dead or Alive. That's the fighting game I wanted to get.
Dead or Alive, that does sound familiar. Like, I've played it back in the day. If it's the kind of game I'm thinking it is that has the characters I think they do. Is it like 3D-ish? Because it does sound familiar.
Oh shit, it's free. It is free, yeah. Dead or Alive 5 last round core fighters. That's what its full name is.
Because yeah, I've played Dead or Alive 2 and 3 back in the day, like back in the day, and I have to admit that was pretty good.
Shows the future of all the characters. There's a lot of DLC to it, and I mean a lot. To the point that it's over $1,000 worth of DLC. Not kidding. Even I don't have that much fucking money, man. I can spare $80 or even $100 at most, but not fucking $1,000. Jesus Christ. There's free stuff you can get in the game you can earn. But like, my favorite fighters are actually... This game is like really cool. I don't know if my PC can run it, but I'm sure as hell gonna try.
You know, now that I'm thinking about free games, there was one that I did enjoy, but that also had building... it had building in it too.
My favorite character in Let It Die, in general, is actually one that you can play as in the 5th and 6th game, and that is... what was his name? My brain's trying to remember. Rig. Rig is his name. And he's a criminal. And I fucking love his character in general. Because he reminds me of me. I actually have one of his shirts. I was that big of a fan. I have one of his shirts, and it's the sleeveless shirt that has a hoodie piece over it. And it's I got that shirt, and I wore it a bunch. Still wear it. So it's one of my favorites. highly recommend that game. It's that fun. Sure, it's fighting, but there's a full-ass story mode to it. And during the story mode, you get to play as every one of the characters. And you get to find out that one of the characters in your roster is full-blown evil as fuck.
There's always that evil character.
You could probably find them easily. But the thing about Let It Die is that they're characters from different game franchises put together in one area. Except for a few characters which originate from the Let It Die universe. Which are actually kind of neat. Which, there's 3 characters that originate from this universe specifically. And one is Rick, which is my favorite character. The other one is Smoke. Not Smoke, but forget her name, but she reminds me of Smoke from Mortal Kombat.
God, fuck. Almost.
But yeah, no, Rig and I forget the other character. But like, those 3 characters are one of my favorites. But Rig's my most favorite because he's my fighting style in general. I love fighting with my legs rather than my arms. So, and Rig's fighting style is nothing but legs, which fits my fighting style in general.
Don't mind me, I'll just go over here.
I am currently downloading the game right now.
Come on.
Also, there's a shit ton of DLC which shows all sorts of cool outfits.
You kidding me?
There's also DLC for each character.
Get out of here, you bucket user. You shove that bucket where the sun don't shine. Yeah.
Okay, here's the other characters. That is Leon and Jin Fu plus Rig are the 3 characters that originate from one of the 3 characters that originate from this universe of this game. There's
Meat.
Jin Fu.
Why do I think every time I hear meat, I think Mortal Kombat for some reason? Because there used to be a character in one of the Mortal Kombat characters named Meat. And he was just like essentially a skeleton that was red with meaty chunks on him.
Yeah, there's a... I feel like you would play as either Leon or Ian, which Ian's fighting style consists of grapples and fist fightery, which is kind of neat.
Oh, jeez, Ian. If we're still talking about Dead or Alive, I remember... Because he lost his memory, but he used to be a ninja, if I recall.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Yep, that was explained in, I believe, the 3rd game.
Yep.
Actually, the 2nd game, too. If you go through... If you go through the storyline with him, then he finally gets his memory back, and he just starts doing ninja stuff.
Yeah. He's kind of just vibed now as a character. He's still cool.
That grappling does come in handy.
Yeah. Rado, which is an interesting character. He's a villainous character, too. Then there's, Jackie, which is... He's based off of Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and all them.
You know, I can't remember what game it was, but there was, like, a game that had, like, 3 characters that were just essentially Jackie Chan. It played like a Mortal Kombat game, but surprisingly the Jackie Chan characters were the ones that could not be finished off. Everyone else could have, like, fatalities happen to them. Trying to recall the game's name. But it was, like, I think on an arcade, if I recall.
Some of my other Some other good characters are actually some of the female characters are pretty good. I try to be like the very first character you see in the game. I tried to be her main, but her move set is so stupid to me. At least to me, I couldn't figure it out even for the life of me, and I could figure out
Hello.
almost everything immediately.
That is a cool
Her
looking
move set was so stupid.
charger slash sniper rifle. Looks cool, but I probably couldn't use it. Because sniping weapons in Splatoon is like... I don't know, it's like sniping in The Last of Us, but at least in Last of Us you get the scope flash to indicate, oh hey, I'm sniping. Whereas in Splatoon you get the laser, because it's just like... Why? That's such a giveaway.
You'll get the basic direction and the location.
Okay. Try ninja things here.
Speaking of ninja things, I forgot that Dead or Alive 5 is fucking free. Because it's a good game.
Don't mind me.
The 6th one came out and it's fucking $60.
Well, because it's new. That's to be expected. Mind me.
Not really. It's been out for a few years already. It's just still $60.
You don't see me. I don't exist. Ah, well, I missed. As long as they don't know I'm here, it should be fine. Uh-oh.
Recommended for this game is 4 gigs of RAM. It's minimum 2
God,
gigs
no.
of RAM. 4 gigs. That's gonna be neat.
Fucking.
So 10 gigs of space.
Because I had to get hit. Lord forbid. Dude, I saw you not trying. Since it's quite clear we're not trying.
Since you've played the older games, I can't wait for you to check out the new ones. It's really good. Well, not the new one, but like the 5th one, because you haven't played that one. Honestly, I want to play a fighting game that allows me to play with everyone on the friends list. And this one might work. What's funny is no one on my friends list has this game right now. So that's telling me, because I'm almost friends with everyone. I'm on friends list on Discord. I'm on Steam with.
Not really
that
deep
tells me
into
that no one-
the fighting games as much.
Yeah, no, I get that. But
Like, I
would love
play-
for Duggo to hold a tourney.
Like, I play Smash Bros. Once, and it probably didn't help that day. I also played Risk of Rain, which was also a frustrating game, but even then, it's just like... Gosh.
I would love to play a fighting game with you for the sheer fact I could train you to be a better fighter game player. Because it's more fun if you know what you're doing rather than not knowing what you're doing.
To what degree do you really know what you're doing? I guess it's the matter of... And then it's also play style, too, and all that good stuff that you have to consider, too. It's hard to say what I would be in a fighting game, because I tend to switch up. I don't really have a set pattern with it. Like, I know I use the Inkling a lot in... I know I use the Inkling a lot in the newest Smash Bros, but... Aside from that, Splatoon, and the fact that... I don't know, the old characters I used to use just aren't as good anymore. Like, Fox isn't as good as he used to be.
They nerfed the hell out of him.
They nerfed the hell out of Fox, they nerfed the hell out of Marth. It's like any of the older characters I enjoyed are just underpowered now, and if that isn't enough, everyone and their mother in that game has a counterattack. Which I remember that used to at least be a Fire Emblem thing until everyone else started having it.
What's funny is in this game, you might get demonetized depending on who wears what outfit. Because there's an outfit that is destructible for any character that wears it, and they'll just be full on naked.
Dragon Ball Z logic right there.
Yeah,
Destroyable clothes. Tend to notice that. Especially with girl characters where their clothes are easily destroyable, but the guys can just lose the shirt and they'll be fine. I mean, call it... I don't know if it'd be weird, but it's just something I've noticed.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one that notices that.
I mean, it makes me think, come on, the clothes could be, you know, a little more durable. I mean, if it's like a powerful
it's
move...
Just like one single outfit.
Yeah.
Gladfully DLC. So, like, so you wouldn't get demonetized with the regular basic outfit and stuff. But, like, if someone bought a DLC outfit and they just constantly wear the destructible one, that's a little... Like, I'm looking through the pictures and stuff, and I found like 2 or 3 people already wearing the destructible outfit.
Well, it's not every day you get to see the layers come off. Sad, but how it goes.
Fair, I guess. Mila is also one of the other characters I really like, because she reminds me of Rig a little bit. Her character fighting style similar. She doesn't actually fight with her at all, but she's got a similar kind of style.
Would you guys not jump to me? You ruin my stealth when you do that. Gosh, sorry. Not to yell, just it's a big pet peeve of mine in Splatoon when I'm trying to sneak around and then someone decides to super jump to me. Well, then again, I didn't see a name thing either, so... As long as they have, like, the stealth jump, then I don't mind it so much. But when I'm, like, trying to sneak around and stuff, and someone super jumps to you, it's annoying. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, for example, gosh... Crisis, there we go, that's a game you've played. You're sneaking around, and then someone calls out to you while you're stealth, and you're just like, come on, dude! Really?
Oh, I've had that happen a few times, and that's more or less because I got spotted.
Well, okay,
Going
when
in
they
that
spot you, that's fair, but you have like a teammate who calls you out while you're stealthed.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
that's what I
that's...
had happen like a short while back, to where I'm just like sneaking around, waiting for the enemy team to just kind of pass me, but then suddenly a name pops up, appears, and I'm just like, oh hey look, someone's right there, hiding right there. It's like a big old giant arrow pointing me out, and it's just like, are you kidding me? I'm trying to do sneaky things and you have to give me away?
Damn.
It's the worst.
Some people just don't like people sneaking around. Even if they're on their own team. And it's so dumb. That's like in Call of Duty, people hate people who use knives just because they're good with them. And what's funny is there's some people out there who use knives that are so good, they don't, like, they can just dodge bullets. And it's awesome. It's like, and every single, I do that too, by the way. And it's awesome because people are like, use a gun. I'm like, no, because I'm better at using a gun. You just can't shoot worth a damn.
It's just a style of play, too. Not everyone is necessarily good at shooting. Heck, I'm using a roller right now and doing not too bad with it. Normally, I tend to do pretty poorly with rollers, but actually I'm doing pretty decent with it. It's like, Splatoon's equivalent of a knife and a shotgun.
Yeah. Speaking of shotguns, like I don't like anyone who uses a shotgun in like Call of Duty in general. Like, look, it gives you kills, sure, but it takes 0 skill to use a shotgun.
Well, it's also a get away from me kind of weaponry. Shotguns, as much as...
card. It's a win-free card. That is exactly what a shotgun is.
Not always. But I see where you're going with it. With the kind of style that you play as, it probably would be. Now, if you were like a good distance, I'd imagine the shotgun not being as useful. Because by that point...
You'd be surprised with Call of Duty fucking logic.
Unless it's the blundergat.
It acts like a sniper rifle.
Unless it's the blundergat logic. Like, I've seen that being used in Gmod, and I'm wondering... I've also had friends who use that and shoot me, like, halfway across the map with that thing.
Okay, how about imagine this. You see somebody with a short-range weapon that's supposed to be short-range, and then they shoot you across the map. That is Call of Duty shotgun logic. You're welcome.
Yeah, that kind of is annoying. Like, how does that even make any sense? That's the kind of logic...
The slug somehow bounces off objects and hits you.
Okay, Ricochet, I can understand to some degree, but even then, it's just like, are you kidding me?
It's still bullshit, regardless.
I'm not
even kidding. I'm
not disagreeing. I understand Ricochet's a thing,
I know
but...
you're not. No, it's just like even if when Ricochet's not involved, it's like they will still hit you across the map with a stupid shotgun, and it's like, how? That's a shotgun. It's meant for close range combat. Call of Duty makes sense.
Agreed. Like I said, I know I'm gonna fiddle around with that in Gmod, and I'm just like hitting me halfway across the map with a shotgun. That one hit wonders, no less.
If they threw a knife across the map, because that's always been in every Call of Duty game in general. Because like throw a knife, somebody not moving in the back, they'll get hit. Makes sense. That can happen because the knife will bounce off of shit to get to the back. But like shotgun, really?
How? What?
Like,
why? I fail to understand the logic.
Shotgun also, yeah. What do you mean?
I just, as you're pointing out, like, shotgun across the map, it makes no sense. You couldn't even do that in IRL.
Yeah, no, I'm still confused. And, like, people be like, how'd you like my skill, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, no, people just want to use that to be an asshole. And, don't get me started on the people who use fire slug rounds on shotguns. AKA a fire shotgun. And if you don't die to the shotgun, you'll burn to death. So regardless, you'll die.
It seems like every gun has its cheap rounds. But then you know what? When you use an anti-material rifle and give it explosive rounds, that kind of makes sense.
Well,
Granted, I would imagine it'd fuck up the gun a bit, but at least you're getting that extra punch.
The fire rounds make it spread even more bigger. So if anyone's in front of your screen and you have a fire shotgun, you immediately kill anyone in front of your screen.
Now, what Call of Duty was this? I'm curious now. Since it's got throwing knives.
Black Ops and Warzone.
Because I think Black Ops actually had the tomahawk as a throwable rather than a knife that you can throw. Unless you mean like the ballistic knife.
It could do, the ballistic knife and the throwing tomahawk.
The hatchet, yeah. That's always fun to use. The tomahawk.
Yeah, no, that's fun. That's fun. I love seeing people melee. Hell, I'll give you a compliment if you fucking melee me, because it's really hard to find me sometimes, because I'm a sneaky bitch. But, shotgun? I don't know, give you compliments, I will flip you off.
There's every weapon that seems
to kill me.
peeve people off. I can definitely say Splatoon has
Like,
its fair share of BS weaponry,
I
but...
am very chill with dying in games. But if you're using some super duper bullshit way to kill whatever's on your screen, it's a little frustrating.
That's understandable. Like, I wouldn't mind dying if it wasn't, like, the same way constantly over and over and over again, or it was, like, a bullshit kind of death, where...
Oh, yeah. A good example of me getting angry, because I've had that happen a few times. A good example is on one of the Borderlands streams, where I wasn't dying, but what it was is that Borderlands was glitching out, and it wouldn't let me jump on top of a roof, even though I was jumped onto it, and then when I finally did, it glitched out and phased me through the floor, and I got so fucking angry. And Leaf and Slug and Lemon were all trying to, like, were poking fun at me at that, and I got real pissed at all three of them, and I told them all to shut the fuck up.
I mean,
so
if you
angry.
fell through the floor, then you can't help falling through the floor. That is kind of a BS death, and I probably would have been in the same position. I'm just like, are you kidding me? No, I died by the game screwing up, not my own volition. When it's my own volition...
I had that. I want Glitch to clip that, because that's a really fucking weird thing, especially from my perspective. My perspective was so fucking on point, because, like it kept glitching out where, like if I was to make this jump, I couldn't make it halfway, even though I did everything proper to jump across, but then some reason the game glitched out, pushed me 5 seconds back, and pushed me off. And it did that so many times, and I got so pissed. I was like, just let me fucking do this, let me just fucking do this. I was trying to stay calm, too, because like, this was just I was trying to calm myself down, you know, just climbing building. But then I phased through the floor, and I got so mad.
Oh, no, like I said, I
now,
understand some situations where you die for, like, the
it didn't help that the
dumbest
guys were
of
poking
reasons.
fun at me. It did not help the guys were poking fun at me every 5 seconds. It did not help.
I
That's why
think, like I
just told
said, if
everyone
I
to
had been
shut
in
the
you,
fuck up.
if I had been in your shoes, I'd have been just as annoyed. Where I'm just like, you know, I got killed by the game breaking, not my own volition. See, when it's my own volition, I don't mind so much, unless it's like in the same way over and over and over again. It's just like, okay, that's just getting annoying. But when you die because the game just gives you the finger and bugs out like that, then yeah, not my fault.
I was just in the chill place too. That's what lit fucking stupid. Like, I was just in the, you know, like the floating place. I was just vibing at the tower.
Now, don't get me wrong, at times I can laugh at it, but I at the same time can understand when it's, like, not your fault.
I don't know why, but I don't know why, but Leaf tries to get me angry all the time. I know it. I know that's what he does. Or at least tries to. And I don't know what it is with him, but, like, does he get a kick off of it or something?
I would imagine.
I don't like to be angry.
I mean, I know he's done some trollish things to me, and I've let it slide because I get it. Leaf's just trying to have fun. And that I can forgive.
I get trying to have fun, but constantly trying to get me physically angry? No, thank you. I have a physical problem with anger, and I try to avoid anger at all costs. But when it happens, and I am not happy for the rest of the fucking week. And that's saying something. Or at least until I calm down, which is hard. Like, it's physically hard for me to calm down sometimes. And that's sad. And it's more or less because of how dangerously angry I can be. Emphasis on the dangerous. I've scared my own self because of how
Someone
angry
is literally named Hell. Someone has literally named themselves Hell. I find that funny. I thought Nintendo...
How did you do that?
You know, I figured Nintendo'd be a little more, you know... But okay, I guess...
Operative on that? Yeah. That's a new one.
again, just some of the names I see are very interesting. Someone had the name You're Annoying,
There
like,
was
a while back, and I just couldn't help to get a bit of a chuckle on that.
chuckle. Yeah.
Okay,
I
what
also
killed?
giggled
Okay.
for remember Blood? The game
Oh,
Blood where you fell off and
jeez.
got killed by the cultists.
I wouldn't have minded if there was cultists in the water. If there were no cultists in the water, I would have shrugged that off, no deal. But what legitimately peeved me off there was cultists in the water, and as soon as
I knew there was cultists in
as
the
soon
water.
as I
That's why
landed in the water, I was pretty much dead. There was no coming back, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
I remember the words of who did that, and I was like, I did that. Hey, you were like, fuck you.
Yup, those were my exact words. It was absolutely fuck you.
You were so mad. But to be fair, it was either you or Slug who fucking killed me the first 3 times, and I'm like, I was so mad. I was like, I'm gonna just kill both of you, because I found both of y'all standing next to a cliff, and I was like, this is my time. Boom, killed you both.
You would know if it's me. I'll just say that now. If I were to do such a thing, I probably would admit to it.
Yeah. I'm still
unless it's a game like TTT or Among Us, then I'll probably be quiet about it until after the match. Because I get how those games work.
Like, me thinking is usually how, like you'll find out if like I'm the killer, I'll be thinking constantly. If I'm not, I'll make a sound if I die. Because realism. I'll be like, hey! I've done that a few times on the game. What was funny though? What's funny is like, after I do all the work, I just follow the killer all day when it comes to when I'm a ghost in Among Us. After I do all the shit I need to do, I just play just play
Well, this
the
match
follow
is
the
pretty
leader
much
kind of game.
lost. Understandable. I mean, nothing exactly better to do. I mean, other than to go into the corner of the map and, I don't know, cry.
Good vibe.
Vibe.
Yeah.
Wonder where you have gone wrong to end up as the ghost.
Life.
Oh, where did I go wrong with all those decisions? How did I become a ghost? Because one or more plays were not able to continue. Okay, good, so the match doesn't exactly count. Thank you, thank you. You know what? At least I'm having fun in the ninja costume.
Fair enough.
I mean, hey, it's only every once in a while that I joke that I am not the 9th grade ninja who shall remain nameless. Because I think I've said that reference too many times.
9th grade ninja, not 9th green ninja.
I didn't say that! Discord probably messed up. That's right, I'm the 9th green ninja. See? I wear green. Chat, it's green. Remember that. This ninja costume is really green. See, as you're seeing it now is a lie. It's really green. Alright, anyway. Joke rant done.
Yeah, no, 9th green ninja.
The 9th green ninja. Essentially Cunningham.
I am Randy Cunningham. Go ninja, go! I love that song, honestly. That's a good one. That's a good show too.
The older Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was good too. The Turtle games actually used to be pretty darn good too.
Oh yeah, no, all the Turtle games are pretty good.
They even had a tournament fighter. And yeah, probably the newest one's terrible.
Bleh. Yeah, it is. I tried it out. It's bleh. It's not fun.
But yeah, speaking of tournament... Go ahead.
I was about to say, like, you know how, like, like Disney and all fucking places are like not gender well race swapping characters. I'm like, look, you can race swap a character, but like you got to do it right. Race swapping a character is fine, just do it right and make it make sense. Because if they have the same background as a character, it makes no sense.
I kind of hate it when they do that. Honestly, I'm one of those people that's like, you shouldn't mess with the intellectual property.
Yeah, no. Like, that's, like, what was it? A character, like, race swapping, like Little Mermaid, I can see it, but I'm not gonna watch it, but I can see it, and I'm not too mad about that, or something like that. But like, I remember when Velma came out and they race swapped all the characters. And by the way, never watched that show. It's bad, real bad.
I've already heard.
Mindy Kaling did not give two flying fucks about like the process of how Scooby-Doo even worked.
Yeah.
But, like,
go ahead.
Like the designs of the characters looked good, and like the vibe of the characters did not. The characters that they were supposed to be did not work. And like you could race swap a character. You could do that. You can give them different nationalities, characteristics, and stuff like that. That's fine. Just make their background make sense. It pisses me off every time if you use a character. Make sure you introduce their background to be entirely different than the original. Otherwise, it's not going to make fucking sense. Because
it's kind of the reason why, like I said earlier, I don't like when they usually do stuff like that, because I'm kind of big on the whole intellectual property stuff and all that.
Fun fact, Scooby-Doo characters, all the Scooby-Doo characters are from a different race. They are not all people from you know, where they are. What it is that Fred is German. Let's see here. Brain working for me. Daphne is actually Japanese, or a little bit.
Well, this match is lost.
Velma is Scottish and Irish, which is neat on its own.
How did that even connect? Sorry, continue.
And Shaggy is just an English boy.
In Velma? Or in the old show?
Old shows.
Old shows, alrighty.
Yeah. No. Like that's already been like they're all different nationalities to begin with. But like, why did you make Shaggy like a black character? Like, I get it, like he's from America or whatnot, but like, how about just give him a different accent or a vibe, man? At least that would have been good. And like the thing about reswapping characters, at least the character's kind of consistent usually, but not with Velma. No, it was not. No. Everybody got a full overhaul and made it worse. It's not even the race swapping that fucking pissed me off about that show. No, it was the fucking thing about Mindy Kaling not giving two flying fucks about the show to begin with. And essentially it was just her own OC or whatever.
Well,
into the world. And that's sad.
It's why it's stuff like that, it's been harder to enjoy anything new. I mean, I was about to bring up the newer Star Wars as well, like, anything after Episode 6, I just cannot enjoy. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is Star Wars, The Rebels and the Clone Wars, which I don't mind. But, like...
those are good. Those are actually
those good. Are alright. I don't mind those. Like, it's stuff that happened during each of the perspective timelines, but when you get into characters like Rey and Kylo Ren and all that, I'm just like, why?
Oh, you're talking about the movies and whatnot. Yeah, no,
yeah,
like,
the movies.
Yeah, no, the new movies. Okay, the new movies I can get it for, like, showing more characters and lore and stuff, that's fine. I can live with that, that's fine, it makes sense, you know? Like, continuing the story of Star Wars, you know? like saying like, okay, so the Sith are kind of back, so that they're going to stay here for a few hundred years. Makes sense. The way they wrote Kylo was stupid.
It's the way they did the story entirely. Like, Disney just... I don't know what it is with Disney. I just can't really enjoy Disney much anymore. I mean, when it comes to Star Wars, surprisingly, I've been enjoying the story going backwards rather than forwards. Like,
Disney did good for the Scooby-Doo franchise at the very least, and kept it consistently good. Like, all the Scooby-Doo movies were really good, all the Scooby-Doo shows were all really good, until they allowed some random-ass chick to go ahead and create her own thing, and it be garbage as hell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone who liked Mindy Kaling or whatnot. Also, fun fact, there's another reason why I don't like her. She's a racist bigot. I don't like racist people. They could fucking die.
great, well, there goes my stream. Probably taken down for hate speech. Oh well.
Ah, shit. I'm sorry. Damn.
At least I'm guessing.
Plug or something?
Oh, there we go. Yep, that happened to Bloopin. According to him.
What episode was it, and what was it?
It was Elden Ring.
That's a long ass time ago. It's been a wonder. I have no clue what the fuck I said there either. I'm pretty sure it wasn't even anything bad either. I probably got him banned for so-called hate speech because I didn't say anything. Like, now that I think about it, I don't think I said anything.
You know,
other than like curse words.
It's making me wonder too. I meant to actually ask on it. I'm just like, what exactly happened to warrant this? Because I know sometimes they can be very arbitrary with these things, and I'm just like, even the smallest offense. I had YouTube try to do that with my stuff too. I had YouTube try to do that with my stuff. I threatened to sue them, and I told them I had the rights and everything, and they just backed off. They monitor every one of my videos, but they don't do anything. They monitor every single one of my videos, and I know it. Because as soon as I start my video, I immediately get a view. And it gives me like a notification of like blah 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 blah, they're watching, blah blah blah. I know they're watching me. They're watching.
Yeah, no, I
know. Oh no, they're watching. Oh no.
They're washing all the clothes.
They're watching everything.
Anyway, yeah, no, I'm serious. Like, they watch me. I know they're watching. And that's fucked up, man. They watch me. So,
you know, to be fair, I've had Duggo say some pretty out there things too, and I'm surprised they don't get me on that either. Let them watch. As soon as I say that, everything I knew, gone in the snap of a finger.
Because they won't do anything. If it's curse words or whatever, they won't give two flying fuckaroos as long as it's not in the first minute or so of the videos. It's just not bad. I can live with that.
I don't know.
That's why at the end of my videos, I curse. A lot. But yeah, no, they're also unfair as feck when it comes to cursing in videos. Because YouTube likes to play favoritism. And I know that from experience. And also there's some people on YouTube who point that out. Anyone who gives them more money gets more favorited and blah 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 blah. That's how it is. It's so dumb.
Favoritism's always gonna be a thing, sadly. You'll never get away from it. But no, I get it. There have been others who pointed that out too, where it's just like, okay, why can this person get away with it, but if someone else does it, it's just like...
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's why I don't give two flying fucks if YouTube likes to be a dick to me. I will be a dick back. Hell, I know where their headquarters is, and I can just go over there. I don't give two flying fucks. I'll go and do it. I'll pull out a full video of them being dickheads. But yeah, no, like, all seriousness though, YouTube needs to stop doing that.
I feel they overreact to some things at times.
One of the videos
Just to sum it up in short.
One guy I watched, he pointed out how YouTube demonetized one of his videos because it had too much curse words in it. And he was like, that makes no sense because of their new policy of as long as it's within the first 30 seconds or 15 seconds in the video, as long as there's no curse words that happen at the beginning of the video, he can say curse words, which confused him. So that was just bullshit. Number one, they're breaking their own rules. Two, he pointed out like this is like a special or whatnot. So like in his video, he had over 100 curse words in the span of 3 hours, which is not bad. So like his 3 hour video had like a span of like a few 100 curse words, which does more than I do. But there was a compilation of stuff, and he was like showing like the highlights of his 2022 experience. And then he pointed out another video someone else made that is exactly 3 hours or so like his, but it had over 300 curse words, and it was not shut down or demonetized. And it's like still demonetized, and he's like YouTube playing favoritism, and it's like yes they are, and it's dumb as hell.
Just how it goes, I guess.
Hell, one time when on my old channel when I was getting popular on there, I got in trouble with the company of a video game that all because of YouTube and their bullshit.
Yeah, it's definitely not broadcast yourself in the way I remember it, sadly. And yet, here I am using the platform.
Yeah. What's funny is, like, there's a group or organization that's trying to make a thing, trying to outdo YouTube, but I don't know if it'll last forever, like YouTube has so far. I'm trying to find it real quick. It's called Rumble. I have no clue if it,
you know,
actually it's gonna be good.
I have been hearing a lot of good things about Rumble. Okay.
I might create an account on there just to see what the fuck's all this about. But like, YouTube's been with me forever. I've been forever with YouTube.
That's kind of been the thing, is it's hard to abandon when you're so used to it. But
Yeah,
at the same time, if you want to make something new, you gotta really put the effort into it. And I feel
that's why I'm checking it out, but like, I'm not coming.
I get that, but I'm just saying in general, if you really want to do anything, you really gotta... I can see I was given the slip. But anyways, yeah, as I was getting ready to say before I got destroyed, essentially, if you want to do something, you really have to dedicate and put the work into it. It's not going to be an overnight thing, obviously, but at the flip side, if you don't really at least show the willingness to want to do that, then it'll never fruition. Now, granted, sometimes things don't always go accordingly. I know I've been thinking about doing Chill and Chat Saturday again, once I get my new PC build, but if I can manage to get it off the ground and maybe get some other guests, it could be a thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it become a thing.
I know, like, I would love to play Saturday Fights, which was one of the things on my old channel I used to do, Saturday Fights, where I would play a fighting game and play a random character, unbeknownst to me, and just play the game. And I would play like a new fighting game every Saturday.
Yeah, like I said, I might go back to doing something like that. I know when I first started the channel, I, every once in a while, just check out an indie game.
Yeah.
Might go
On
back to
Friday, though,
that.
I did, yeah, every Friday on my old channel, I did a stream on a video game I would always play, and then every Sunday I would play Challenge Sundays, Sunday challenges, which was like I would do a challenge during any game I'm playing. And one of the challenges I had, which I started a trend by it because of it, which stopped, but I did start a trend, and that was the hot shot challenge, which was like I'd get a shot glass, fill it with hot sauce, and drink it.
I'm sorry, you fill
every
it
every
with
time
hot
I died.
sauce. Every
Yeah.
time you go, alright.
Yeah, as a punishment for myself for dying. Just so you know, it happened like 32 times.
What?
I
I'll use the
died 32
Nintendo
times.
Zap. I don't use the Nintendo Zap as much. Be the ninja that uses the Nintendo Zapper.
Zippity zap. I'm gonna
Zippity
zap.
zap.
A zip, yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, no,
I feel like I've done something like that in the past. At least I feel I have. If I haven't, well then that's something I should consider for the future. Like, there's a lot I want.
The hot shot challenge after
Not
like,
that,
5 or
of
6
course.
shots. I didn't.
Not that, of course. I'll probably do something different. Like, I don't know, maybe drink maple syrup or something.
Oh god, like okay. See, it wasn't the spice that got me, because I got some of the nastiest hot sauces I could find, and like what it was is it wasn't the spice that got me. No, it was the way it tasted. It tasted like vinegar after like 3 or 4 shots. Just straight up vinegar. It upset my stomach for a week. Look, I love hot sauce as much as the next guy, but even I was concerned about what the fuck did I just do.
That tends to happen. I know with home remedies I even get that way too, where they're like, just drink a whole... just pour down a whole glass of sugar down you, and I'm just like, why? How does that help a problem?
It doesn't. Sugar don't do shit.
I can't remember what had me do that, but...
higher.
Yeah, I was just like, I couldn't remember what remedy that was for, but I remember doing that, and I just was like, regret. I totally wish I never put up...
half of the bullshit of home remedies is just regret. Don't do them, folks. Come in from here first, because I actually have some medical stuff. Please don't do home remedies. That's shit. Go to the doctor if you're sick. At least they'll figure out and know what the fuck you're wrong with you.
I can see I'm going to be trapped in this match. Maybe. Potentially. Start actually doing ninja things! Well, I'm running.
You know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
Slug likes to deny it every single time. And I tell him, Slug, you are not good at stealth. He's like, no, yes I am. I'm good at stealth. I'm like, no, you're not. What's funny about it is that he's at stealth. He's not good, but he's not bad either. But I like to mess with him because of his streams of like him sneaking around. He just refuses to sneak around and like kill things. I'm like, dude, at least I sneak around.
It does depend upon the game, though, I feel. If you're playing against bots, and... yeah, I would imagine sneaking up on them isn't usually hard, but if it's like a game with other players, then it can be frustrating. Like, heck, for Splatoon, I'm sometimes trying to sneak up, and it's hard to do because, well...
Look, let me...
I usually...
You're 1,000 times stealthier than Slug is. Let me just say that.
Not always. At least I try, but then sometimes there is just the case of bad luck, or I have someone who gives me away, and I'm just like, really? Are you kidding me? It seems to be with this match, it's literally because the enemy team is just everywhere and anywhere, and they're just doing nothing but holding middle.
Yeah.
Probably isn't helping that I'm also trying to just rush for the base, too, so I probably got that disadvantage going. Actually, we might be able to press this advantage.
But yeah, like I would rather trust Slug driving than him being than rather me admitting that he's at any shape or form stealthy. He's not. I'd rather let him be a reckless driver and get myself killed than admit that he's stealthy at anything. He's not. And that's saying something coming from me.
Poor Bloopin, not even here to defend himself.
I know, because all he would say is like, "No, I'm not. Yes, I am stealthy. No, I'm not that bad." I'm like, "Yes, you are that bad." I've seen him play. I would rather him.
Poor Bloopin.
I would rather trust him rushing to the front lines than him being a stealthy guy. I've even snuck up on him in Valheim, of all things. Scared the living shit out of him. It was funny. Yeah, no, he's not stealthy. And that's coming from a guy who used to do jobs for stealth. That's why I'm saying, like, he's not stealthy. I'm a big dude, and I make 0 sound when I'm walking. That's just because of all the shit I went through.
Understandable.
It's like habit now.
Understandable. Nothing wrong with keeping a low profile. You don't want to reveal yourself too early.
Hell, I've scared my dog and my cats so many times that I've been that sneaky. That's saying something, because cats and dogs can smell you. Me just casually sneaks up on them and they get scared shitless. It's funny. Except for one of my cats, who actually is stealthy. To the point that sometimes even I can't find her. Which is a good thing. Something else stealthing me? Good. But coming from me, like, saying someone's stealthy is a good thing.
Maybe that's the problem.
That's why
I've been too aggressive. I need to be patient.
Patience is a
Patience is definitely a virtue, and sometimes you just gotta do that in this game.
Yeah. That's why, that's why I said you got patience, and because of that, you make more good at stealth. Slug doesn't have any patience. Because of that, he's not stealthy. Him working in a zombie apocalypse, he would be the guy who holds a sledgehammer all the time, and not the guy who holds a silencer.
Well, I don't know. What one would we all be in the zombie apocalypse? It's hard to say what I would be. I feel like I could balance. I could be sneaky or I can be loud.
In my professional opinion, you would be the guy who would be like a scout. You would be the guy who's in and out of a situation really quickly, but you would be the guy who can be loud or quiet regardless, and that's what a scout's objective is.
That's a fair assessment.
I'm the guy who hangs in the back, or at least was my job. I'm the guy who hangs in the back and keeps guard of everyone with my sniper. But I could also go be the guy who's in the front and make the noise and be a distraction to get zombies out of the building. So the rusher. I could do both. I'm strong enough to do either. But,
okay, so the drink thing doesn't work as a shield. But go ahead, continue.
My professional opinion with Slug is he would be the guy who would bash the brains in rather than the guy who would actually hold a gun. Because I cannot imagine String Bean over there actually holding a gun.
I think he could, but I see it being a shotgun.
I've seen Slug physically. He's a String Bean. He does not have any muscle on him, a shotgun would kick him like in the face.
I could still see him at least attempting a shotgun.
I could see him attempt it, but I would advise against it, and I could see him breaking 2 ribs because of it. Shit. What is I could see Glitch as the guy who's like a detail manager kind of guy, who kind of like advises everybody over a radio, which would be kind of neat.
So he's like, what's his name from... Gosh, what is that game? Deep Rock. He's that guy who's pretty much... He gives the details, pretty much.
Yeah. And I could see Duggo as the map manager, or the guy who pays attention to like details and information on the road.
I don't know. Duggo's more the reckless guy who goes in with a club and beats everything to death.
In games, I'm talking about actual personality. Yeah, and personality-wise, like he's like I've talked about this before, Doug, and he's like he would probably die if he did that. And I'm like, yeah, that's why you got people who wouldn't. Probably, honestly, there's a few people in our server who would probably die during the apocalypse because of how stupid they can be. That's saying something. Yeah. Lemon's a pretty decently smart guy, but because of his region, I feel like he would die. His region is dangerous, especially...
It does depend on where you're at. If you're in the rural areas, you'll probably be fine, but if you're, like, in the city, just get out as fast as you can. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is going to be challenging to get out.
What's funny is, in a city scenario, I've said this a few times, where make sure nothing sees you. This is Zombie 101, everyone. 1, if you're in a city and there's a zombie apocalypse happening, 2 rules you must obey. 1, never let anyone see you, and 2, if you're gonna get try to escape the city, don't try to immediately escape. Because of this reason, and that is, everyone's going to do the exact same shit and clog up the streets and walls and everything, and you're just going to be another target. What you want to do is wait out until everything becomes quiet. And that is your big objective. And then 3, you want to find food and shelter and be in a big building. You want to be on the top of the big building and make sure to lock it. You gotta also have a way to exit said top of the big building if your building gets rushed. Make sure this building is like next to another building, or a place where you can just climb down from, like a ladder. Do not try to leave the city.
You know, why do I feel like this advice would also apply to, like, going to any kind of store or museums, for that matter?
That's true.
And I would say this because... And I would say... By then, if you're lucky enough to get what's left over. I mean, I know you said you'd go to a museum at the first sign of an outbreak, but then I think even museums would probably be visited for its weaponry. I mean, you're probably not the only one that's thought that through.
A lot of people, though, panic and go for food first. And that's a bad idea.
Well...
Sure, it'd be good, but that's if you get the fuck out. Because the biggest thing you don't want...
It could be good, and it could be bad, too. Where are they getting these grenades? I'm sorry, hold on, like... I've had, like, 3 different grenades coming at me, and I'm just like, okay, where are you getting this ink to throw that?
There's an ability on one of the outfits to give you grenades.
In Splatoon. I mean, I know there used to be an ability, but not in Splatoon. I think what might just be happening is people are just... One person's throwing it, and then the next person's throwing it. I bet if I rewatch, that's probably what's going on. You know what? Here, I'm putting this right there. I dare them to try.
Anyway,
oh,
most people pay attention for food, but the reason I say it's not your best idea or entrance is because of 2 reasons. 1, zombies are not your biggest problem. People are. 2, people will panic and start killing each other during the outbreak, and because of that, they'll just create more zombies. So yeah, no.
You know, hold
Don't
on,
go to a
before
food place.
we consider adding the zombies, how does the virus work? What's the rule set for it?
Let's go basic zombies, so that way
Alright,
we can just
so...
deal with that, yeah.
Alrighty, so nothing fancy, just regular zombie apocalypse. No complications or anything.
Yeah, none.
Like, I don't know,
But
if you sniffed the fungus, you'll now turn.
the only difference is that if you get bitten, slobbered on, or get killed, that's how you turn into a zombie.
Okay, bitten and killed makes sense, but slobbered on... So
If
we're
you have a
throwing the
cut and then the
saliva.
DNA,
Ah,
yeah,
alrighty,
if you get cut
saliva.
and the DNA is, yeah,
Okay, so
saliva.
saliva. I understand.
Yeah,
So essentially a bite, just not a physical bite, but like, kinda like a bite.
yeah, and if it gets in your cut, you're screwed. Yeah, so basically DNA swapping or death. But yeah, like that's basic threat zombie prep, and that is like don't go to a store immediately, or go to if you need food, preferably need food. Go to a place where you think most people wouldn't go to, like a store that's out of its way, or something like that,
I feel
or
the
even a
problem
restaurant.
with this advice, maybe this is just me, feel free to take it from someone who's being skeptical, is I'm pretty sure someone has thought of a location they'll go to, and I'm pretty sure 10 other people will have thought of it.
True, but
Like, I would think
will
gas
you be there
station,
first?
and it would be the
By the
matter
way,
of that
gas
too.
station.
Can you get there first before anyone else?
Yeah.
Ah,
See, the thing
damn
is,
it.
most people don't think museum when zombie apocalypse do that.
Well, most don't, but that isn't gonna be just you. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a few people who also have that idea coming in mind. I totally got
True,
snuck up on.
but there's all sorts of things you can find in a museum that's not just weaponry. See, the biggest thing I want to get is armor out of the museum, not weaponry, armor, because they'll have the weapons but not the full ammunition. Sometimes they'll have the ammunition, but it would just be unpowdered.
You might be amazed on what you can find in a museum. I mean, I've heard stories
Oh
about
yeah, no.
tanks being recycled and being used again from museums. It's not...
Yeah, no. That's the thing. Yeah, they doesn't mean they'll have the shells for it in the museum, but if they do, it's probably going to be no powder in it. All you can do is repowder all the bullets, but that'll take time. What I would do though is get one of the guns from the museum, get some ammunition, and repowder them back at the base or at house. But one of the big things is the armor, because the armor is real, and I want to
Oh no.
grab it.
Yes, I know
Two
you're
three
behind
things
me.
I want to grab, and that's the arm guards and leg guards are my biggest thing I want to grab because of how I fight. And that is something I want to grab. I have like hand protection, but I want arm guards as well because of how I fight. And I fight weirdly. I like grapple attacks, but my favorite attack, because it's the most effective. I've never had to use it, but I love like not use it to its full extent, but I love using it, and that is like, you ever see people like say like, "Hey, bite." If someone grabs you from behind, bite their arm.
Mm-hmm.
I wait until someone does that, and I shove my arm down their throat because of it. To stop them from biting, I put it all the way at the back of their jaw, and I've had to do that at least 7 times.
Gosh.
It's effective because then all I have to do is just wiggle my arm left or right, and then I'll break your jaw.
Before you go any further, I gotta get this out. Man, I hate this map. There really is no hiding, and everything is just straightforward. I can see what you're doing. Alright, continue now.
But yeah, like that's how I fight, and I'll use that. I'll use that arm brace to do the exact same thing, because they won't be able to bite me through metal, and I'll just pop their jaw off, and then they'll be just a useless zombie. Which is nice. But that's because I'm going to be stealthy and I want to kill one at a time. First, I'll like dismember the throat canal and just stop the vein, or I'll go like through the temple or the next to the ear, or through the ear, and I'll just pop the jaw off, so that way they don't come back.
Alright, let's see. I used the Nintendo Zap for a bit. What should I use next?
But yeah, no, that's like my main objective is just get armor, and make sure I'm quiet with the armor, so that way I don't make any noise.
Yeah, I guess I'll use dualies. I don't use these things often anyway, considering that they can be quite difficult to use. Kinda, not exactly. But yeah, I don't know if punching is, I guess it depends. Just better hope that there's not any holes in that metal armor.
Well, I'm going to be hand-picking everything. I want to make sure nothing is out of place. But no, I'm just getting the arm guards and the leg guards. It's the only things I'm taking. And that's because I have boots, I have gloves, heavy gloves, and I don't have anything to protect my arms, though. But because of that, I'm going to use that to protect my arms. And so that way I don't get bitten.
Well, here's to hoping no one else had the same idea. You might never know.
You'd be surprised
it would be a
how many people want guns instead of just armor.
Well, if they can't get that, they'll probably go with what's next on the list. Oh, there's no guns? Well, I'll go for the swords. Oh, there's no swords? I guess I'll just go for what protects the body. And so on and so forth. At least that's what I would think.
But, like, in a panic state, most people think of 4 things. Food, water, shelter, and escape. Those are your 4 things you always pick. Most everyone picks during a zombie apocalypse. And I say to all that, bullhawk. You don't need any of that. Yet. But you got a perfectly good house. And everything. Unless it's overrun. You got a nice, secluded area that's probably no zombie has paid attention to yet. Just be quiet and wait. And when you need something, go out, but be sneaky. You don't want them to see you. You don't want you want to see them, but you don't want them to see you. So highly recommend certain areas to roam around in to get certain things. My biggest goal would be armor and weapons after everything went down and settled down a little bit. And because I'm in like a like in the middle of the woods kind of area, and the city's not too far away, I'll be fine. Everybody else, on the other hand,
shit. Charger.
And to make everything interesting, if zombies mutated constantly after a certain amount of years or whatever, it would make sense because evolution works like that. Just depends on the zombie, I guess, and where it's from. There was a TV show I watched that
that sniper is just... Alright, well, I feel everyone's gone. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna take the space. But you were saying, I'm just strategizing while I listen.
Oh, good. I was like trying to think, like my brain just didn't froze. Yeah, most people pay attention to things they want now or for later, but the thing is, you want to take your time during the apocalypse, because if you rush everything, you're gonna fucking die.
Well, sometimes you just have an immediate need. Okay. I want to be sneaky with this.
If we play a zombie game or whatever,
Aww.
I would definitely be the guy who helps out with stuff.
I tend to scout and do things on my own. I try to contribute by bringing back to the camp, assuming the camp has been overwhelmed.
Usually, I like the guard. I'm usually guarding things half the time, and because of that, I'm just patient. You should see me in Valheim sometimes.
What
I
have
sit in
I...
front of like a tower or whatever.
What does that remind me of? Reminds me of Project Zomboid. I don't know if you were there for that, but I remember...
Yes, I've
That's...
been on Project Zomboid a bunch, yes.
Were you there for when we had, like, that zombie invasion that pretty much overwhelmed the house and we had to abandon it?
I think I was not in the house during that time, but I think I was, yeah.
Because I remember... I can't remember who
One
alerted,
time I
but...
wasn't there. Yeah, it was the one time I wasn't there and everyone fucking died.
I actually didn't die.
I meant, like, figuratively, like, the place gets overrun.
The place got overrun, but if I recall, I think some of us got away. I know I definitely did, because I just, as soon as the zombies started, like, getting too close, I was just like, well, the base is lost. I'm out.
Yeah, like, the one time I wasn't there to tell everybody about a horde or something, like, they immediately just...
Well, because the horde was all of a sudden, like, this was one of those things that, we'll just say got spawned in, and I was just like, why? Like, they spawned right in front of the gate.
Slug likes to... what you call it? Slug likes to make everything harder. I don't know why. Makes no sense. Like, if it's already trouble enough with players who've never played the game, please stop. Slug's played that game for so many hours.
Well, I can kind of understand liking a challenge, but then at the same time, not everyone's ready for that challenge.
Yeah, no one was ready for any challenge that Slug wanted to do because, you know, he's been on there forever, and everybody else who played with him never played the game to begin with.
Damn.
Yeah.
Come on, Mikkel, kick those Inklings in there. I could have sworn I sent that, but I guess not. But otherwise, welcome to the stream, Duggo.
Hey, Doug.
Alan and I are just discussing... Well, we're talking zombie stuff, Project Zomboid, but we were talking about what we would do in a zombie situation earlier. But I never mentioned what I'd do. I still want to get the bus thing. I still want to make that the thing, have the bus that's like the mobile base.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. We would have to, like, assemble bunk beds in there to sleep in it.
I heard about abandoning houses. Oh, right. When I think I was explaining to Alan when the base got overwhelmed on Project Zomboid. And then I was just like, oh crap, well, we're losing this position.
Yeah, the one time I wasn't at the house, they immediately got overrun by zombies. It was funny. I remember that. It's good. Yeah, like, I'm the guy who casually cooks everything, but also casually runs around the property to make sure no zombies spawn. And, or if they do spawn, I'll lure them away. That's essentially what I do. But the one time I'm not there to do that, they immediately get fucked over, which is funny. Like I said, that's why there's one person always at the base, so that way your house doesn't get overrun by zombies. Or at least someone who's like constantly doing that. Because Zomboid's very unforgiving with that.
It's one of those games where you really isn't advisable to go down. Like, once you go down, recovery is next to impossible, it feels.
Yep. Pretty much.
No.
One of, it's realistic in that way, though, which is cool.
Whereas 7 Days to Die feels a little more forgiving with that. You can mess up in that, and you can recover.
Yeah. What's funny is, like, if a zombie bite did happen and someone got bitten, like me, for example, if I got bitten, I wouldn't know, because I can't feel pain, so that's going to be a big problem. But if I noticed I got bit, I'll cut off the affected area immediately. But because I can't feel pain, I can just chop off my arm and have 0 repercussions.
You just better hope it's not the Walking Dead logic where... Because I remember that was done and the guy
Walking Dead
even...
logic works that way too, because they did that in Walking Dead. Not Walking Dead, but
Because I remember the T-Tail game where I think Lee was the guy's name, gets bit, and you can choose to cut off the arm, but he still ends up being a zombie anyway.
That's because he probably died of blood loss. What's funny is, in Walking Dead, the show...
Actually...
The show, Walking Dead, they cut off a guy's leg, and he lived. He became a normal... He was still a normal human. That's if you're quick enough to do it. Because if you're not quick enough, oh, Glitch is no longer sleepy.
Oh, is he in chat?
Yeah, he's in chat now.
Welcome, Glitch.
Alright.
Eh?
He sounds sleepy. He still sounds tired. He said hey, but really
for a moment I thought that was Doug I was out to say. No.
No, he's still sleepy. Glitches. Sounds like it.
Don't mind
I
me.
don't know if you'll do it, but like, Matt, would you like to open a reaction channel? That'd be awesome.
I don't know. Would anyone actually be interested in watching that?
I would.
Well, I know you would, but I mean, like, my audience.
Reaction channels are pretty popular. You'd be surprised.
I wouldn't know if my audience would be into that thing. I mean, if they are, feel free to comment to the side. I can do some reaction videos, but it just... I don't know. I mean, I'm not opposed... I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea, but... I just don't know how to feel about it.
I would love you to react to the TV show 16, if you haven't already watched that series yet.
I have not. I don't really watch much TV anymore. Oh.
There's a lot of shows I highly recommend watching, because like, that one's an old one, but it's silly. It's just nothing but silliness. There's this group on YouTube called Sour to Milk, and they watch almost everything and do all sorts of shitty commentary. People like it.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna sneak this over here. Hope you guys don't mind. Why is it as soon as I put that in place, someone on the enemy team has to go down? Now I'm gonna have to deal with them. Maybe. Hold on. Oh, I don't know.
There's a movie I would love you to react to, and that is Chicken Little.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 I mean, good movie to react to, but not what I was talking about when I yelled that. No! Don't mind me. Well, they broke that. How I got out of that, I've no idea. I'm surprised that I even made that. I felt like I should have fallen right there, but did not. Oh no. Don't mind me, I'm gonna put down the Pepsi machine. Not that it's an actual Pepsi machine. Blah, blah. English is failing me, but it's a joke! Oh no, they're pushing up. Guess this means I better push up. Or push back. Mind me, I'll just do this. I don't know who won. That's an honest I don't know. I'll take it. I will take that victory. You were saying, by the way. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine, man. I was making a joke about how Doug did a funny. But,
Well, my thinking has been, I guess, like I said, if we ever do have the zombie thing, I think a mobile base would probably be best.
It would. We would have to. We would have to have another vehicle
Well,
for
then again, what I
destruction.
ideally would like to do is I'd like to claim a small island and try and hold out there, and I don't know, it just depends on what we want to
Yeah,
do.
but
Ideally,
definitely be careful with zombies.
Ideally,
Honestly.
I'd like to, at some point, reclaim the world from the zombies, but that would be like generations and generations. Assuming the
Yeah,
zombies don't evolve over time.
if
My,
they
big,
do,
my
it'd be
biggest worry is if they could swim. If they could swim, then, well, my island strategy would
Let's
just...
hope that a single zombie that, like say like a zombie who's an athlete swimmer. Let's hope it doesn't get bitten, and just remember everything it can do. Because if that was the case, oh shit, that'd be bad.
That would be very terrible. Like I said, it would bring the island strategy to a complete, well, fail. Because the zombie... Yeah, because the zombies could just swim.
But I think we would figure that out before we even get to an island or anything like that. You know?
That is true.
Like think about it. Like we have the mobile base. We're just minding our own business. Well, me and the rest of the crew who are going to inside of a building to get some food or supplies or something. We see like a zombie who's just like slightly evolved, and we figure that out, and we report back to the group because of that. And we'd be like, okay, so zombies are evolving. No longer they're dead, they're evolving.
So no, they're just not the simple undead anymore. They can now do things!
But,
I sworn I thought I saw someone coming right at me. Oh no, because there is!
There was a TV series I watched that was actually interesting. That kind of put off this theory to show off like how dangerous that would be. Like zombies would constantly do the exact same thing they were doing last. Like what their last thought was is exactly what they're gonna do over and over again.
Hey friend, I'm sorry to have splatted you. I know that's not your name, but your name's close enough to that, so I'm just gonna call you Hey friend.
Like a character, a person before they died, they were like buying something, so constantly they'll go to like places. Or a character wanted to jump, but died mid-jump, so constantly that zombie jumps over and over and over again. And or like a zombie died while he was a person died while they were swimming, so they become a swimming zombie or something like that.
Oh
That
no.
would be kind of neat.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
That'd be very terrifying. Oh no. Don't
It
mind
makes
me.
sense though.
I mean,
Like,
that
their last
would.
thought is-
That would. I know what you're doing. Oh, he's not fighting anymore. Now I have to get. Do continue, by the way.
But yeah, it makes sense. Their last thought would become what they do constantly. Oh, like a security guard's just doing his job and he dies, he still guards the place. So he has like a patrol route and shit. That would be kind of neat. But yeah, there was a whole TV series about like that.
Why am I reminded of... Gosh, what game had that? Where the zombies have, like, the specified thing they do. Not nice to, you know, splat someone who's just messing around with another person who's not exactly taking it seriously. I don't know what I don't know what it is, but in Splatoon, whenever someone isn't fighting, I don't really feel compelled to just splat them.
Kill them.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, I look at it as the equivalent of they're putting their arms in the air, so there's no point in firing.
Essentially, free kill, but why?
Free kill. Free kill, but I don't take it because it's just like, you know,
Cheap.
it's cheap. It's a cheap kill. I mean, they're clearly not even fighting back, so why bother throwing the ink their direction?
Oh god, there's a new TV show out. There's a new TV show out called Agent Elvis.
You know,
That sounds funny.
call me weird, but I did see, I think I saw, was it the Valheim chat or was it the other chat? Yeah, I did, like, peek at that as I was getting the stream ready. It's just like, Elvis? Agent Elvis?
Alright. Looks
Or,
neat.
or something with Elvis, because...
The antics of Archer meet the in, meet the intrigue
Oh, no.
man in black. Yeah.
I can hear that in the background.
Sorry, my microphone's really good. I was just I went to Netflix because I'm probably gonna watch something later. I might put that to more add that to my list.
Alrighty.
Hey, dude, yeah, like that's cool.
But yeah, I can hear that in the background.
Yeah, Agent Elvis is new.
But that does sound odd.
Oh, hey, they brought a movie back. They brought Riddick back.
Now, Reddick, that does sound familiar. Bald guy who essentially...
Bald guy, mercenary, kills everybody.
becomes, like, leader of, like, a world or something.
Yep.
Yup, I saw that movie a long time ago.
There's four of them.
The first
There's
one.
Riddick 2, Riddick 3, and they haven't made any more Riddick movies, but those were all good series though. Good series.
Like I said, I saw the first movie, like, years ago.
Yeah.
For a moment, I almost thought I fell to my death, but never mind. I panicked for nothing.
What? That shouldn't be a movie.
Ag.
It says there's this movie called Money Shot: The Pornhub Story.
Wow.
That should not be a movie.
Well, rip.
Rip indeed. Good dang.
Can I get past the bridge? The catwalk bridge, or am I gonna pass it and then every time I try I'm going to destroy someone but then get destroyed? I guess the answer's no. I'm gonna be forever cursed at that bridge.
Do you like mecha anime at all? Like the Mobile Suit series or franchise in general?
You know, I haven't watched it, but I have been told I probably would enjoy it. I honestly really do need to watch an anime at some point, but I've been so busy. Ow. Stop.
To be fair, you make yourself busy, you know that, right?
I know I do. Ow.
But yeah, like, my favorite mecha of the franchise of the Mobile Suit series is Iron Blooded Orphan. Best one in my opinion. Which its namesake, yes, it does have orphans in it. And that's who you follow.
Am I imagining that name? Is that a name I thought I just saw?
Iron Blooded Orphans?
No, sorry, in Splatoon.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm...
Speaking of a good show, there's a show called Makomade, which I would love to show you, because that's a really interesting one. I actually think I mentioned it once, and I watched it. I watched it all the way through. Holy shit, is it really good, and it deserves a second season. It's only 8 episodes long. But, fuck. Oh,
how did we win? You know what? I'm not gonna question on how we won. I'm just gonna accept the win and take it for granted. I know, right? I'm glad to see you too, TV. From like other side of, like, the conversation. Look at that, I went down more than I managed to splat. But that bridge, it's cursed.
There's another series I recommended, and that's called Super Crooks. Good series.
Super crooks.
Yep. 13 episodes, but really good. The whole point of Super Crooks is it's a guy who, when he was a kid, wanted to become a superhero, like the superheroes on TV, and which are actual superheroes. And you follow him for an episode of like his origin story of why the fuck he is like why he is, and why he became a super crook. And he wanted to get out of a town to live his own life, but during when he was out of town, when he tried to get out of town, though, he found out he has superpowers. So he was like, okay, cool. Let me try and find a way to make my powers good. And,
Yogurt! I hate yogurt, especially with strawberries. I'm kidding.
His power is electricity. And
Spaceballs, for those wondering. That is a Spaceball reference I just made.
Yeah.
But anyways, you were saying.
Yeah. So he had his power was electricity. And he wanted to show off his electricity powers, and everyone was going to be at the pool, so he would be able to show everybody his superpowers. So he found a way to fly, right, with his electricity powers. Cool. But essentially levitate, and he fell in the water of the pool. You put 2 and 2 together.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alright, can I make it past this bridge? Can I make it past this bridge? Yes, I can. Ha 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 ha, I passed the bridge.
And then they show off, like at the end of that, it shows him like stealing from an ATM with electricity powers, which is cool.
Mind me, I'm just gonna throw that there as a distraction. Nope, I'm gonna get destroyed.
But yeah, no, that was it. Watch, it's a good series. It shows like all the different powers and abilities everyone has, and like or people could have. It's similar to My Hero Academia in a way, because it's definitely like gets off that vibe, but it's like so much darker, like 1,000 times darker. Fire, really good. Another show to watch is Baki, which is another TV show to watch. Baki and Baki Hama. It's really good series.
Don't mind me, I'm going back for the base, because I want the base. Oh no! Ow, 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 ow! I know you're right behind me! Well, I tried. I wanted to make a push, but I couldn't. That moment when you want to make a push, but then you don't. Ow. I don't know, I think that's theirs, but it might be ours. Let's find out. Yeah, that looks more theirs. Yup. Alright, I think it's time for some salmon run. I've only, you know, done 2 hours of nothing but turf war. So I'll do a little something different.
Do something different, for sure.
Well, to be fair, if I know I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I'll say it again, I haven't really been streaming as much, mainly only because I've been waiting for the new PC build, essentially.
Yeah.
But the very least I do want to do before that happens is finish up Pokemon. That is planned. That is definitely something planned.
I would love for you to at least be able to get started on the the armed and
Armed and
series.
dangerous. I'm probably likely gonna push that to once I have the new build, because there are things I definitely do want to do on the new build. I'll say this again, despite the fact I said this, like, maybe an hour or two ago. Sons of the Forest is definitely thing number 1. Hogwarts Legacy is definitely thing number 2. As for the third thing, I'm gonna leave that shrouded in mystery. But only one knows what that thing is. Unless, of course, he says it in chat. Thus giving that plan away. Yes, Duggo, you are indeed the one who knows. Oh, well, then it stays shrouded in mystery. Everyone was looking to you to know exactly what was planned. Well, then I guess this third series I'll be starting is going to be shrouded in mystery. But it will not come as a surprise once I do it, too, so... Pots! It's always the cursed pots. Oh no. Oh.
I really know what the third thing is.
So, Glitch, you know what the third thing is?
Yep.
So, Glitch knows. I'm not spoiling it, Duggo.
Same.
Glitch apparently knows. Either that or he's figured it out. But like I said, yeah, but like I said, once I get it started, it probably will come as no surprise. Oh. Oh, that's the worst. Right into the water. Oh no. Alan's gone silent.
Sorry, I was in the middle of texting.
Fair enough. Oh no. Last teammate, just survive. No heroics. Cause I'm just gonna fall right in the water. Funny I say no heroics. And proceeds to fall right into the water. But yeah, the immediate plan is gonna probably be to finish up Pokemon to start, because I feel like I'm very close to that. Oh no. A giant tornado. What? That's new. I never had this before. Oh, it's this one where we get a bunch of... Okay. Oh, because I don't have one on me. Wow, okay, I fail. Horribly. You know what? I'll just do this. Don't mind me. Oh, wow. I did not realize that. Okay. That's cool. Those count as 2 instead of 1. That is kind of weird, but...
Die, potato.
Potato. Also a spell in Hogwarts Legacy.
Tis a spud.
Oh no!
Tis a spud, my good man.
It's a potato, Watson. You gotta win with the power of the potato.
Watson! It's a potato, Watson!
I got this!
Die, potato! Not today.
It turns out Mr. Potato Head was actually armed the whole time.
Die, potato. No. I like trains. No, wait! Just so you know, that's an ASDF reference, if anyone wants to know any of those potato references.
Why did I
Also,
imagine...
react to.
Why did I imagine Mr. Potato Head armed with, like, dual revolvers? For some reason.
Now that's funny.
Why did it?
I don't know, when you say it like that...
Today.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it just makes me think Mr. Potato Head, but armed with, like, dual revolvers.
What's
He's
funny
just
is
like, not today. I'm the Chad Potato Head.
The GIF from ASDF movie. There is actually a full ass episode. Like, there's a few things of Die Potato. There's 3 different versions of Die Potato. There's one's like Die Potato, and the potato's like no, and then he gets squished. Then there's another version that's like the second one. It's just like Die Potato, and then the potato's like wears some glasses and references like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator. He's like, not today, and he pulls out a gun. So you were kind of right on that one. And then there's one that's just Die Potato, and the potato's like no, and then the kid in the background he's like, I like trains, and the guy's like, oh no wait, and then gets hit by a train.
You know, why am I suddenly imagining the Black Ops guy, the guy from the Black Ops 1 cover, but Mr. Potato Head instead?
David Nathan.
I don't know why my brain thinks about that from that joke.
David.
I don't know why, but that's pretty funny.
I don't know why. It's just when I hear that, I think of the Black Ops 1 guy. But just Mr. Potato Head.
I like how you guys find it funny, and yeah, here I am trying to wake up. My brain cells are going
pretty
dead.
accurate clicking sound of a gun. It's like just 2 clicks. But what's funny is like you can do that sound effect even better. People can do that sound effect better. Just sound like an actual shotgun.
No! I almost fell into the water.
Falls in the water anyway.
Not today. I'm what's-his-name from the Black Ops Cover 1, but a potato version.
David Mason.
Honestly, every time I see Matt play Pokemon, all I think about is the song Furrymon, if anyone's seen that song yet.
The numbers Mason. The numbers Mason pulls out a pistol and points it at the glass. Not today.
The song, Glitch. You'll understand after you watch the song. That is exactly what Matt
You know
is.
what? You know what? Just for fun, Deku is Mason on the cover.
Ah,
He's got,
that's pretty good.
But instead of, like, dual pistols, he's got, like, dual power gloves.
For Glitch's viewing, I will share my screen of this song, because this is fucking...
You
Please
say...
do not play this, Matt, because
I know. I know. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if earlier made me feel like my channel's already destroyed. I'm pretty sure there's 1,000 things on this channel that can make this channel destroyed 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
You're fine, Edward.
This is just Matt to me. Every time he plays Pokemon.
Oh, I see, Doggo. I get it now. You say gun instead of you say... God, what is that song I'm thinking about? The theme song for My Hero Academia. I think it's you say jump?
Yeah, it's
Alright, alrighty. I see what Duggo did there. That's actually clever. Run! It was run! Gah ha 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 ha. Alrighty. Where is he? He's here. Where are they?
Speaking of Pokemon, I'm gonna pull up my Pokemon to go at.
But yeah, I do plan on completing Scarlet here very, very soon. I feel like I'm at the end. I just gotta deal with the Team Star boss, and that's it. You say run, I run forward to Detroit, and thus never managed to smash the villain. I assume he was stuck in the loop, and he never finished it. It's like another big, wow. It was because I was gonna say Big Smoke, never finishing his thing that he does. Or is it oh? Oh! Oh no, I'm not gonna get this done in time. He was stuck in the Matrix. Well, rip. Oh no. Well. Fail. Well, that's fail. Well, if I had any good rank in Salmon Run, I'm pretty sure that's gone now. Oh well. Someone has the name Cake. But the cake told the truth, didn't you know?
The cake with a Y.
That's blasphemy. The cake told the truth. The cake is the truth. It's just Gladys lied about the cake.
Yeah.
Gladys may have lied about the cake, but the cake told the truth.
What's funny is the song Furrymon is hilarious.
What do you mean the cake was a lie? And it stole my lunch money, and they lied again about me kicking me and stealing my lunch money again.
Glitch now understands the Furrymon song, and it's funny.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Matt in a nutshell, and I find it funny.
Yeah, that sounds about it, right?
Yeah.
This would be one of those moments where I say objection, but then I can't really object
Yeah,
because I
no.
haven't seen it yet. Oh no, it's this thing!
Matt.
I'll pull it up.
Oh no!
Uh,
No! No! Salmon, we can talk about this.
I'll pull it up in the video stuff, or no, I'll put it in no mic. I'll put the song in no mic so you can watch it later.
I cannot believe it's this again. Oh, this is cursed. Oh no! Ah!
Speaking of salmon, I actually had salmon today.
This is the most cursed. Oh no, why me? That moment when you want to try, and just... Oh no. Well, there goes my professional career. I'm now probably demoted yet again.
Yeah.
Man, I really hate that one when they start bringing in the salmon at full speed, because it's just like... There's really nothing you can do about it. You're kidding me, Gabe. Okay, no. This crew is terrible. This crew is very terrible. Honestly, at this point, I may as well just start over. I'm never gonna get that image out of my head now.
But
I'm gonna imagine Mason, but as Mr. Potato Head.
that's funny.
And I suppose Deku would be the... Gosh. Who was the person that worked with, Mason? The guy who was, like, his senior officer. I'm imagining Deku is that role.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Just can't remember his name.
Oh, jeezums. Krauser takes the role of Reznov, that's his name. I know the person to ask. Hold it! I'm kidding, Holder.
Hold it!
Actually, can't believe I fell asleep in voice set.
Yeah, no, you fell asleep bad.
It happens, you know. You just accidentally fall asleep on a stream. Oh no! Ow. Alright, that's quota. All I gotta do now is just survive. I'm not even gonna try and go much further, because I had the feeling if I do, it'll just result in crew wipeout. Maybe, potentially. Yeah. I don't know. What about Coda? You know, now that we're talking, like, RP character-wise, Coda could probably fit the role of Mason. You know what? I'm never getting that image out of my head. I imagine someone's now gonna AI generate Mr. Potato Head as Mason.
Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Nothing will
Rolls.
come. Nothing will come of good from that.
Memes. Memes will come from that. I'm sorry, what? What was... Did I just see that correctly? Am I imagining things? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Pots! I need to deal with pots first.
Jedrick, you're imagining things. Fault on not will. They can't all hurt you.
Okay, no, never mind. I misread the name. I don't know why. I misread that name. And I'm glad I did. It's not to say. Nintendo, why? Nintendo, why?
I have found this song, so you can watch it later.
Wasn't there like a thing like I don't know, like a couple of weeks ago? Well, not a week ago. Like a month or two ago, where anybody could have any name.
I think so? Question mark? I'm saying this with
Yeah, I
uncertainty,
think
because I don't know how Nintendo does with naming.
Anyways, I'm still trying to wake up.
There you go. Uh... Go here. Oh, no. That guy. The fish sticks. What am I doing? I got crab tank. It's just slow at turning. There. For this cooked salmon. Oh, no. No! No!
Yes. And more yes.
No. Major, no. Okay. All you need to do... Wow, I cannot believe we're having this much trouble. Just get thing into... Alright. Now that I don't have to worry about quota. Come here, pots. Ow. Oh no. Which one? Which one? Okay, so that one. I gotta remember Ouroboros is now... the boss I can potentially face too. Alright, there he is. Everyone's just unloading on him. Oh no. Well, what am I doing? I have a crab tank. Oh, jeezums, are we actually gonna beat him this time? It's one thing I actually haven't been able to do in a long while. Defeat any of the salmon bosses.
That would be a yes.
A little early still. This could potentially go south.
You had to say it, then you did it.
Duggo did
I
it too.
had to say
Duggo
it.
jinxed himself, and now he jinxed himself too. Duggo jinxed himself earlier and couldn't win after like a bit. He died like 5 or 6 times in a row.
Well, I came close. Well, at least I didn't fall back to just part-time professional or regular professional. So that's good. I still don't believe in jinxes. Doggo, I sadly kinda do. I can't tell you how many times I've jinxed myself.
And it fucked him over. Yeah, no, I believe in certain jinxes. It's like,
I do
it's like,
too.
yeah, it happens more so than you think.
It's like believing in ghosts, too. You know, I'm surprised that wasn't a Splatfest option. Ghosts. I mean, geez, I'm playing Fatal Frame, or was playing Fatal Frame.
What?
Yeah, no.
Of all the
I
things,
believe
of
in
all...
ghosts because I had a very supernatural experience, and I will never be able to explain it so well detailed as it was, because there's no physical way it could have happened, but it happened in front of me, and I can never unthink of it or unsee it. And it's as follows. It's just
Oh,
as
no.
crazy as it sounds.
It's the tornado one again. Let's ready, Mason, Mr. Potato Head.
But yeah, no, like, I had an experience where I was sitting on the couch, and I had a weird cold feeling on my right shoulder, and I was like, odd. Because, like, at the time I couldn't, like, it's fairly hard to explain, because I can't feel cold or heat, but to physically feel the cold, regardless, confused me. So I looked at my friend who was, like, on the right side of me on the other couch, across the room, and she was fucking jaw-dropped, confused, and looked in that direction. I was like, I looked over to my right side, and there was something staring right at my face. It was like a white, pale face staring right at me. I couldn't stop looking at it. It was just right there, in front of my face. I still have zero clue what the fuck it was, and like it was trying to look all over me, and I just could not stop staring at it. And finally, it went away. It was like a shadowy figure just walked away.
You know, funny story, whenever you're done. I do have a shadowy figure story. Oh no.
I asked my friend, I said, you saw that shit, right? And they were wordlessly just shook their head, yeah? I was just confused as they were. We both saw the exact same shit.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and now mention my experience,
Yeah,
where I remember waking up in the middle of the night once. I don't know why. My door was open. I saw a shadowy figure standing right outside of it. For whatever reason, registered in my mind is just like thinking, is that an intruder? I'm gonna go beat the crap out of them. So I
I also want to point out, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I also want to point out the story I mentioned was in the middle of the fucking day, and every single light on was in the house, and we saw that thing physically in our house. We still have no clue what that was. It's just... But yeah, go ahead.
Well, like I said, for whatever reason, it just kind of registered on my mind to just go deal with the intruder. I don't know why. But then I got up, I tripped, and then the shadowy figure ran away, and then I just slept on the floor for a bit that night. I was just, I'm too tired. I'm just gonna sleep on the floor. I think like an hour or two later I woke up, and I was just like, why am I in the middle of the floor?
Yeah, I didn't have that experience. What it was is like, we were wide awake, it was in the middle of the day, the sun was shining, the light was coming in the house, and everything. And that's what made it scarier. It wasn't some dark, or it wasn't dark in the house, it wasn't nighttime, it was in the middle of the fucking day. It was bright as hell in the house. And nothing, no lights flickered or anything. That thing was just there.
I guess I guess I gotta get this joke out of the way. Did you step in water at the time?
No.
Alrighty. Joke
Like, I was
achieved.
just sitting on the-
Joke achieved.
I was just sitting on the couch, minding my own business, watching TV, when all of a sudden, that thing was right next to me.
You know, how many
What made
times have I fallen in the water? Sorry to interrupt. I fell in the water like every other time. Go ahead now.
Honestly,
I think about 13 or 14 times now. Which is a lot. Oh, Glitch, if you don't mind doing this for me, but there was, I want you to
Oh, no.
clip how many
Grillers.
times I've been angry in my YouTube. 'Cause I physically want to know how many times I've physically been angry. And that's saying something. Hell, I fussed at, I think out of every single person who's ever been on my channel, there's only one person who's gotten me angry more than anyone else. And that's New Leaf. New Leaf has gotten me a total of angry of 6 times, if I remember correctly. And that's saying something. Because usually I'm not angry with anyone.
Oh, no. Driller. Oh! Lasers of death. Lasers of death.
honestly, at this point, Mikhail, I'm surprised you're not doing it on purpose.
Unclip? What?
I said I'm surprised you're not doing this on purpose. Falling in the water.
Yeah, falling in the water. You know what? You know what?
I realize
you
that
should-
may have become a stable. Every time I play this, I seem to fall in the water.
Matt, make a water counter.
I probably should. Ow. Hello, Becca. Welcome to the stream.
He is dying to water.
No.
Died of water. Died of water.
Well,
died to water.
I didn't die to water that time. I actually got run over by the grueler, which is better than getting destroyed by the water, as much as I hate to say it. I was grilled and served to a customer.
I'll buy it.
Roasted.
Roasted Daedric. Now in stores for, let's say $7.99. I'll be generous.
I was about to say $9.95.
Okay, fine,
I was gonna say
$9.95.
90.
Because that's a joke on its own. $9.95.
That's one expensive piece of squid. Well, then again, I would imagine squid being more expensive.
I had a squid burger, which was a total of $25.95.
Yeah, like I said, I'd imagine squid actually being kind of expensive. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, no, it's expensive. It's expensive because it's hard to catch. That's why.
How about you, Daedric? Have you ever had it?
Nope.
Squid.
I've never had
it's
squid.
Good. It's good. It's good. It's like very flaky, very delicious.
I would imagine it being better than mac and cheese. Okay, you don't have to
You
believe in
would
them
have to.
for them to be real. Oh no, are we
Yeah,
talking
no.
about ghosts?
Yeah, no, the ghost thing. Yeah, no. They go. You don't have to believe in it for it to be real. Like my experience. Me and my friend still talk about that. We physically, every single day, we physically do not understand what the fuck happened there. It was in the middle of the day. It was bright as hell, and it was a physical thing. We saw it. It was right in front of us. We wasn't hallucinating or anything. We didn't have no drugs or alcohol or anything. It was just there. And that alone was creepy. But no, after it looked at us, looked away, it crawled on the wall and went in the ceiling. Through the fucking ceiling. I still have no clue what the fuck that was. And no matter what you say, I will always believe that was a fucking ghost that did that.
Jeez.
Don't forget to get the water out.
Because, yeah, no, there's no scientific explanation for that. And I'm a science man. And that's saying something. Look,
Well, it's only a joke because Fatal Frame. That's why. Apparently water attracts ghosts.
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I get that. I get the joke. No, I got the joke.
And Daedric. It's a can of blood.
no. Oh no, are you kidding me? Game, please no. This is arc levels of insanity. Oh yes, finally.
Glitch,
Ow.
are you good at editing things?
Eh.
Oh no, oh no,
Okay,
ow,
go
ow,
to
ow,
dice roll and get that clip of the snom with a knife and paint it orange. Someone will get the joke after you paint it orange.
You still need to make Potato Head Mason a thing.
What's your favorite Pokemon type?
Ooh. That's hard to say. I do like the dark types, but grass is good too.
That is good. I like bug type and fairy type, which are my two favorites.
My one has to be dark or water.
I like bugs because they can get really entertaining. I do like psychic types. But I think some of my favorites are normal or fighting types also.
Well, I can
Usually I like
definitely
all
answer my
but-
favorite Pokemon. Absol being number one.
Absol, yeah.
I mean, it can essentially detect disaster.
Makes sense. My favorites,
Oh.
surprisingly, is the new wee cat boy. The cat.
The one that can
And,
become Batman! Holy Mouse calls
Masquerada.
Batman. Yeah. As I jokingly call it Batman from time to time.
Batcat. It's Batcat.
I know.
Oh no, I can't do it.
Batcat. Batcat.
Batcat.
Batcat.
Whoop. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah.
Oh god, me doing that theme song in my head made me think of the old Captain Planet theme song. What the hell?
I was thinking
Oh,
Spider
no.
Pig.
Captain Kalal's new theme song. Borrowed straight from Captain Planet. Yes, Potts, I know. You want to shoot at me.
Smacks the mat.
The pot teeth of thought.
Honestly, glitch.
Oh,
I
no.
recommend
Honked.
let's just vibe.
Ah, yes, the Red Wing of Justice. More like the joke. Alright, come on. We're gonna get back in business. We got this.
They do Joker win.
Oh no, we're gonna win. Returning the tide here. Well, good thing they didn't count that special use. Just survive, guys. That's all you need to do. True, but I don't think they are, because it sounds so unreal. That's saying one thing will cause the opposite to happen. Oh no. Which one is it? Him again.
There's a guy on YouTube who made a song that's just called Merp 24/7, and he plays it like the namesake 24/7 live. every day. He's been doing that for a total of 3 months
Oh, no.
on
Well,
his channel.
party wipe. Maybe. Oh, I think I can turn this around. Alright.
Got this.
That's gonna be the plan. Just unleash everything I got.
He's got the boy.
Oh, I'm giving it my all. Oh, he does not like me. Look, we can talk about that.
Nope. Gets bonked.
You know, if the lunch lady had a pet, it would be that guy. The giant king... the king salmon. That would be her pet. I totally missed.
You know what they say, don't play with your food.
Yup, just a constant reminder from the lunch lady. Never play with your food. Or she'll send out the king salmon. You know, for maybe a 200 special, I might have to make it water-themed. I don't know why, I feel the sudden desire. Welp, rip. At least the good news is... I completed the round. But man, is the salmon boss hard.
It do be hard. Being tired.
Oh, really? Have I almost... For 200 subs, you should become the Avatar and master all 4 elements, and then when the world needs you the most, vanish with all their lunch money in tow. Wow.
Sounds like a good idea.
When the world needed you most, you just disappear. Vanished. And then you were never seen again. Only left to have wonders of what happened next. Darn
Honestly,
it, game.
it doesn't even sound like Daedric. If anything, it sounds more like me.
Oh, don't worry, Glitch. It's that evil clone. Little did you know, I made evil Glitch. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
that
no.
that would sound like you. Never mind. Your clone would do the opposite. Cooking pots. No! Ah, shucks. You know, that is an interesting name for someone. Ah, shucks. You know, it's fine. I mess up all the time. I don't mean to, but just shucksies about it. I was gonna grab that. What are you doing? Stop throwing things. I've got it. There. There we go. Ah, shucks. We're not gonna make it. Maybe. Hold on. Ow! Can I stop getting hit by small fries? Ow. Ow. Well. Save the round. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm running away. I'm just gonna hug this flag. So, you said, Alan, that every time I play Pokemon, it's Furrymon. What is it for
Yep.
Digimon? Just curious. Is it the same thing?
Yeah. Have you
Alrighty.
watched it yet?
No, still streaming.
You know, I was going to say something. Then I'll get your team ages with it. So I'm good.
Fair enough. I mean... Nah, I'll shut up. Just, you know, oh shucks. That's another thing I need to start doing again. I need to start clipping parts. I haven't been doing that.
No, I have not either. And honestly, I should.
Well, in my case, it's because I've been a little lazy.
Well, my fault is laziness, but also I just don't want to heal myself.
Oh no. I didn't know this would work. Okay. Alright, game saved. I'm retreating. Run away. No. Destroyed by pots. Aw, shucks, mate. You shouldn't have. Oh no. Aw, shucks. I'm never gonna get over that. Alright. Which one is it? It's saying about mud mouths. Oh, it's this one. Mind me, I'll just collect that. Oh no, Dracon Drift! Oh no, that's miles away. I just love it when games put enemies miles away. Alright, shucks, cover me. Oh, hello. Over here. Up. Nope. There you go, shucks. No. Oh, shucks. I wanted that. It's because your name is Aw Shucks. Is that to say, yes, come party, shucks. Ah. Ah, shucks. He's gone. Oh, alrighty. Well, rip. I was gonna back out, but I guess I can do one more. Then I'll pretty much wrap up this stream. Streamed way longer than I intended, but I had a good time.
Yeah. Despite me being at the back end of things, I enjoyed it too.
It's fine. It's chill and chat, which, by the way, I am wanting to set up again at some point. I'm hoping I can get some new guests in. Get some fresh perspectives. Change things up a bit. I almost ran into that.
Speaking of which, he'd be quite a reaction, so I don't want to be there.
Here's the hoping. You know, now that I think about it, maybe the next round I'll make the final one, because I am close to ranking up to Professional +2 again. Unless I fail here, then I'll probably go ahead and wrap it up. Is there any particular reason why we are not? Nope. I'm taking that. Quota met. Now I run. Yeah, that's Swarm. You have fun.
They just gradually sacrificing his teammates, one by one.
That's the plan. Ah, damn it. Nope. Until I had to say that's the plan and then get destroyed. I guess that's karma for sacrificing my team.
Yep.
Alright, well, I guess this is probably the perfect note to end on. Well, yeah, otherwise, I guess I'm pretty much just right back to where I started. So,
If you like to stream, like and subscribe. See you next time.
like, subscribe, and to quickly reiterate the plans for those who weren't here for the beginning. If I haven't been streaming anything PC related, it's because I've been waiting for the new build to come out. I am planning on finishing up Pokemon here, hopefully soon. All I got left to do is the main boss for Team Star, and then the Elite Four. Otherwise, I guess with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead, wrap things up here. Gents, did you have any final thoughts?
Nope. Other than subscribe and have fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Have fun, definitely. Subscribe if you wish. Otherwise...
See you sons of bitches next time.
God dang. But anyways, yes, I'll go ahead and see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.